On the girl's birthday, she suddenly noticed her usually conservative mother was dressed incredibly sexy, then handed a letter to the father. After reading it, his face changed drastically. He swallowed the letter whole and immediately jumped through the window, falling from the 10th floor. After the father's death, the mother was taken in for questioning, but no matter how the police pressed her, she never revealed what was in the letter. With no evidence, she was quickly released and then vanished without a trace. The girl was raised by her uncle from then on. 3 years later, on her birthday again, she came home from school, and her uncle handed her a birthday gift. It was a vintage-looking box. She happily took it and was about to open it, not noticing the twisted expression on her uncle's face, filled with desire and excitement. Just as she was about to open the box, a familiar figure walked through the door. It was her mother, who had been missing for 3 years, but she didn't even look at her daughter, and went straight to the uncle, slowly pulled out a letter from her bag. The girl and the uncle turned pale. It was identical to the one from 3 years ago. In a cold voice, the mother ordered the uncle to open the letter. As if under some mysterious spell, he knew it was dangerous, but opened it anyway. After reading it, his eyes went blank, and he fell into a strange trance. Just like the father, he swallowed the letter and chose to end his life. The mother was taken by the police again. The girl begged her through the iron bars, asking what was written in the letter, why both her father and uncle killed themselves after reading it. But the mother stayed silent. The girl had no choice but to leave. As she turned to go, the mother suddenly grabbed her hand and told her never to trust anyone. Those words pierced deep into the girl's heart. From that day on, her curiosity only grew. She began visiting her mother regularly, trying to uncover the secret behind the letter. But the mother never spoke, until 5 years later during a visit. The girl told her she was getting engaged. The usually silent mother suddenly lost control, threw herself at her daughter, screaming not to go through with it. The girl was frightened and backed away, then left in a hurry, not noticing the tears streaming down her mother's face. A few days later, the engagement ceremony took place as planned. That day was once again the girl's birthday. She didn't feel quite right, and tried to persuade her fiancé to choose another day, but he was firm, insisting on holding the ceremony that day. Reluctantly, she followed him to the venue, but there was something off about the atmosphere. She thought she heard faint whispers, but when she turned around, all the guests were smiling. She assumed it was just nerves, and tried to shake it off. Then, her fiancé said he had a special gift for her. With eager anticipation, he presented a box, and it looked exactly like the one from her uncle years ago. The girl hesitantly accepted it. In that moment, the guests all urged her to open it quickly. Their expressions made her deeply uneasy. Her fiancé seemed desperate for her to open it. Just as she was about to lift the lid, her mother, who was supposed to be behind bars, suddenly appeared at the venue, and shouted for her to stop.